Peace and riches blessings. I am Michael B. Beckwith, the host of Take Back Your Mind. Peace and blessings. As you know, I am Michael B. Beckwith. I'm the host of the Take Back Your Mind podcast, Life Question of the Week. And today we have a question from Stephanie, and she's hailing from Germany. I was recently in Germany a few weeks ago speaking at the Greater Festival. It was my joy to be there. Stephanie asked this question. I've gone through a relationship breakup and some painful family issues that were a huge blow to my ego and caused me to lose my sense of who I am and what gives me joy. As I try to recover from these situations and regain my sense of joy, I realize how much I am identified with my ego mind, and a lot of the thoughts about my life and self-worth seem only to feed my ego. Whenever I start to feel good about myself, it's ego thinking I'm so great because of my looks, my intellect, the money I make, the apartment I can afford, the car I drive, or even the spiritual knowledge I have attained. How do I get to a place of true joy and satisfaction that's not based on ego? And how do I healthily integrate my ego so it serves me? Thank you for any light you can shed on these questions. Stephanie, this is a profound question. It's beautiful. First of all, there's a statement I've said over the years that a bad day for your ego is a healthy day for your soul. Meaning that what you have just gone through in terms of the relationship, in terms of the family issues that knocked you to your knees, so to speak, was a healthy soul awakening. It provided you the context to see that a lot of your happiness was ego-driven. Like you said, your looks, how much money you make, the car you drive. So even though it was painful, it shed light on the fact that you were caught up in your ego to a degree. Back in the 70s and 80s, we would say she was ego tripping or he was ego tripping, you see. So this pain woke you up. So your question is, how do I get to a place of joy and satisfaction that's not based on ego? The antidote to ego is gratitude. It creates a sense of humility. That when you live in a state of gratitude, I'm not talking about pointing the attention to the things that you've mentioned, but waking up and being grateful. There's two antidotes. One is gratitude. Waking up and having a great sense of gratitude that you are alive, that you exist at all. And if you notice when you're in that vibration of gratitude, you're not thinking about your little self. Your attention isn't on your little self, the conditioned self, the egoic self. The vibrational condition is just on your existence. I'm so grateful that I'm alive. The second antidote, particularly with what you've gone through, is to live in a continual state of forgiveness. Relationship, family, and self. You're constantly in a state of forgiving, giving forth, letting go. Resentment, animosity, negativity, hate, if that ever comes up, you're in a constant state of letting that go from you. And this is a daily practice. I like to tell people that oftentimes when you're falling asleep at night, before you go to sleep, scan through your day. Look at the petty annoyances, the people that get on your nerves, people that you may have thought offended you, places where you took offense. Sometimes it's more offensive to take offense than to give offense. Notice where you took offense. Forgive it all. Go to bed with a clean slate. until it becomes a dimension of your practice so that you're living free from toxicity. I teach that a lack of forgiveness is a high form of self-abuse. So if you combine gratitude, which is an antidote that keeps us humble. I'm not talking about humility, beating ourselves up or putting ourselves under someone. I'm talking about the kind of humility of which you're living a self-surrendered life to the presence of God, the presence of life, the presence of intelligence, the presence of beauty. You're constantly in gratitude for how life is lifing everywhere. Gratitude, forgiveness, gratitude and forgiveness are antidotes to living in the ego. And then there becomes an integration into true happiness and true joy, not based on the stuff you own, and based on existence. The third antidote is, how can I be of service to humanity? How can I be of service to my neighbor? How can I be of service to anyone who comes into my atmosphere today? Those are the three antidotes: gratitude, forgiveness, and being of service. It'll keep you open to life. Stephanie, thank you for asking the question. I think you just helped thousands of people. Peace and blessings. Hey, thank you for joining me today. If you'd like to ask a question, please email me at podcast@michaelbeckwith.com. And you know what? Your question just might be featured. Have a beautiful and bright day.